السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. The topic we want to go through is about the in-laws, al-ashar. They're called what? The in-laws, al-ashar. Okay, the in-laws. Because I want you to know one thing, especially the young ones. When you marry a woman, you are marrying the entire family. Are you following? It's not one-to-one relation. Okay? So that's why you have to think of long-term relationship. Those in-laws, they will be the uncles for your children. Okay? And you need also to think about something important, which is the compatibility. Okay? Take that into consideration. Yes? Ideally, Muslim and Muslimah, that's it. But the reality is different. Because you see, when you marry a woman, in the beginning, mashallah, everything is beautiful, right? Everyone is nice. When you go and propose, you're an angel, right? He's an angel. Mashallah. He's hiding his clothes. You know the clothes of that? He's hiding them. But then after living with him, these clothes, because everyone will become himself. Will become what? Himself, and no more pretense. True or not? Okay. That's why if we want the plot, the graph for the marital life, first year, stock market. Why? Who can tell me why? The pointer goes up and down. Why? Because they are discovering each other. They are knowing each other. And after a while, things will become steady. So it is journey. So keep that in mind. So alhamdulillah, in Islam, this deen, beautiful deen, has given rights for everyone. Husband, wife, now in-laws. I want you to remember the first day when your heart was beating. Anyone experienced this? When you were going to propose? Boom, 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 boom. And you are saying, oh Allah, make my father-in-law accept me. You're praying, asking Allah. Don't forget that after 30 years and 40 years. Remember that beautiful moment. Keep that in mind. Okay? So the father-in-law is just like your father. Your mother-in-law like your mother. So we need to respect the in-laws and honor them. Be kind to them. And this is a sign of manhood. You are a real man. Because we in Arabic, the Arabs, they say, I am buying a man. I'm buying a man for my daughter. A man who will respect my daughter. A man who will take care of my daughter. Because I want to tell you, and this only you young ones, the young ones will realize when you become fathers and have children. Then you understand this. When you have daughters, you will be always thinking about your daughter. She's born, you are taking care of her, bringing up, educating her. Now she is matured, you start looking for a husband. Now she is married, you are thinking about her. So that's why you need to have this sense of security, that you feel that your daughter is in safe hands. In safe hands. That's why, my dear brothers and sisters, when someone proposes, we have to do our homework. Listen to me, sisters. Do your homework. And listen to me, parents. Do your homework. Find out about this man. Is he really a man? You know the difference between man and male? Oh, yes. Men are very few. He's a male, yes. But is he a man? That's why you need to do your homework. Can you go to bed and have peaceful sleep? That my daughter is in safe hands. And there is a man who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he will protect my daughter. And he will never mistreat her or wrong her. Now, do you understand why the parents, they are so concerned? Because they know this is amana, his daughter. And daughters, they're not like boys. They are very close to the heart of their fathers. Because daughters are unique. They have this compassion, rahmah. Boys, they don't have that. They don't have that. Yes, some boys, to be honest. But women, when you are old, she will be next to you, taking care of you. Your daughter. She feels for you. You know, many of you experience, when they are still young, you are sitting, she will come to you and say, Dad, okay, I love you, Dad. Are you okay, Dad? She makes your day, right? The boy, you tell him, come. He comes to you. You put him in your lap, and all of a sudden, he slaps you and he runs away. Huh? See? So the girls, blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why if you love this wife, you love her family. You know the Englishman says what? Love me, love my dog, right? Love me, love my dog. If you love me, love even my dog. We Arabs, we love camels, right? So an Arab man said, وأحبها, I know Sheikh Asim is going to comment, وأحبها وتحبني ويحب ناقتها بعيري. I love her and she loves me, and my camel loves her she-camel. See? Not only I love her, even my camel loves her she-camel. So, that's why you need to choose your in-laws carefully, and you do your homework. Someone proposes, find out about this boy. And I'm warning you, don't be deceived by the looks. MashaAllah, Sheikh, he's mutawwa'. You know mutawwa'? Imam, Masjid. He's hafidh the Quran. Is this enough? It's not enough. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, إِذَا جَاءَكُم مَّن تَرْضَوْنَ دِينَهُ وَخُلُقَهُ فَزَوِّجُوهُ. Deen and khuluq. Religious commitment and adab. Akhlaq, manners. He is, mashallah, practicing brother or practicing sister. No akhlaq, no manners. Forget about it. Huh? He's not your cup of tea. Forget it. Three of the Sahaba proposed to a woman. This is what I'm saying, do your homework. And now she is confused which one to accept. She said, 3 of your companions proposed to me, and I don't know which one to choose. He said, who are they? She said, Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, Abu Jahm, and Osama. He said, Muawiyah is very poor. Don't marry him. Very poor. So if someone comes to say, uncle, it is an honor for me to ask the hand of your daughter. Said, welcome, son. What are you doing? Are you working? Do you have a job? No. So why are you knocking on my door? I don't want to see your face, okay? Prove, first of all, you are a man. When you come to me, you want to marry my daughter, you don't have a job. So the Prophet ﷺ, he didn't tell her, oh, Muawiyah, mashallah, radiyallahu anhu, is one of the writers of the Wahy, and that is not relevant. A woman needs a man to spend. He said, don't marry Muawiyah because he doesn't have money. Second one, Abu Jahm, don't marry him. He beats the woman. He beats Darrab lin-nisa. This is one narration. Another narration, he never removes this stick that this stick or cane, always holding it on his shoulder. This is the habits of the Arabs. If you see the Bedouins in the desert, if he's moving, he's taking a stick like this, which means that is a sign that he's always moving, traveling. But the other narration explained it. He said, Darrab lin-nisa, he beats the woman. So if someone is proposing, okay, I have to know about him. How is he? I will ask his colleagues. I will ask the Imam of the Masjid. I will ask the people around him. Say, no. This guy is very hot-tempered person. Finish. Disqualified. Hot temper. Temperamental. No. Do you want your daughter to have, with every meal, one? So that's why. Because I am talking to you about problems, because we were not born yesterday, so life taught us many things. Okay? So we need to do our homework. He is temperamental, so don't accept him. Maybe you want just your daughter to get married. You reach that level. Yalla, anyone comes, yalla. No, don't do that. Okay? Allah will send her, insha'Allah, pious partner. Don't just for the sake, okay, of getting rid of her. Do your homework. The same thing, the sisters. I know an example, okay? One of the brothers told me, young Muslim, he proposed to a family. They told him, okay, fine. And they did their homework. And the girl did her homework. She went to the net and pulled all the things about him. And she found him a bad boy. She said, sorry, you're not my cup of tea. I will not marry you. So you need to do your homework. Deen. So Abu Jahm, he beats the woman. He told her, marry Osama. Marry Osama. And when someone asks you for your opinion, don't say this is ghiba. It doesn't fall under ghiba, backbiting. This is one of the exceptions. This is one of the exceptions. So respecting the in-laws strengthens the bonds and the ties between the families. Between the families. So a woman, as Sheikh Asim mentioned, mashallah, an example, will respect her in-laws. Listen to me, sisters. When you visit your in-laws, your father-in-law and mother-in-law, after they receive you, what should you do? Remain seated, waiting for your mother-in-law to bring the food and to go to the kitchen? What should you do? Or roll up your sleeves and say, Mom, you sit and you head to the kitchen. Okay? I will cook for you. Your mother will feel, wow, mashallah, mashallah. We really got a nice, good daughter-in-law. And they will look to each other, the elders, father-in-law and mother-in-law. Shabash, shabash. Good. Not that you are sitting, waiting as a queen to be served. Don't do that. Don't do that. So here, the respect for the in-laws and be kind to them. Likewise, it works both ways. You respect her parents. Why do you want her to respect your parents and you disrespect her parents? It's not fair. And when we love and respect the parents of each other, that strengthens the bond between us, right? It strengthens the bonds that we love each other and respect each other. So the in-laws, they have rights. See what happened when the Prophet ﷺ, he married Juwayriyah, the daughter of Al-Harith. She is from a tribe called Bani Mustaliq. Bani Mustaliq. This tribe, they tried to attack the Muslims. So the Prophet ﷺ, he attacked them suddenly. And he took their women as captives. And one of them was Juwayriyah. And she was emancipated and he married her, the Prophet ﷺ. The Sahaba, this is the feelings, the Sahaba, they had this feeling for their Prophet. So they said to each other, because the rest of the women are distributed as captives, they said, Now this tribe, Banu al-Mustaliq, they became the in-laws of the Prophet ﷺ. So we have to respect them. So everyone he set the slaves they had. And this was a good sign. They said this is one of the blessings and barakah of Juwayriyah, that all her tribes they were set free. Because they are the in-laws of the Prophet ﷺ. Also the Prophet ﷺ said to the Sahaba, إنكم ستفتحون مصر وهي أرض يسمى فيها القيراط فإذا فتحتموها فأحسنوا إلى أهلها فإن لهم ذمة ورحمة. ذمة ورحمة. Another رواية أخرى ذمة وصهرا. The meaning the Prophet ﷺ here is saying to the Sahaba, this is a prophecy. This is what? When did the Muslim took Egypt? When did they take it? When did they conquer Egypt? During the life of the Prophet ﷺ? Any idea? During the reign of Umar. Not during the lifetime of the Prophet ﷺ. So this is prophecy. Prophecy that the Prophet ﷺ said, this is what is going to happen, and it happened. That you are going to have Egypt. And in Egypt, they have a type of measurement called al-qirat. So when you take Egypt, that's what the Prophet ﷺ said, be kind to the people there. Be nice to them. Because we have relation. We have covenant. We have commitments towards them. And they are also, we have blood ties with them. And also, they are our in-laws. In-laws, there is in-law, relationship of marriage. Imam Nawawi, he explained this. He said, the dhimma, or that mutual respect and rights upon us, for them, for the Egyptians, for the people of Egypt. So we have to maintain that for them and grant it to them. And this blood ties because of Hajar. You know Hajar, the mother of Ismail. And the Prophet ﷺ is from the children of Ismail. So Hajar is Egyptian. So that is the blood ties. How about the marriage relation because of Maria? Remember Maria? She is from Egypt. Also in Bukhari and Muslim, Aisha said, I never felt jealous about anyone more than I felt jealous about Khadija. You know why? Khadija was dead, right? Yet Aisha was feeling jealous. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ was always saying, Khadija, 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 Khadija. Always mentioning her. So much so, one day Aisha said, you keep mentioning Khadija all the time. When Allah blessed you with someone who is better? She meant herself. He said, no, that never happened. ما غرت على خديجة من امرأة كما غرت على خديجة وما رأيتها ولكن كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يكثر ذكرها. That's why I feel jealous. Always Khadija, Khadija, always mentioning her. وربما ذبح الشاة. If they slaughter an animal, see what the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم would do. ثم يقطعها أعضاء ثم يبعثها في صدائق خديجة. Say, they slaughter an animal, divide it, and take this to the friend of Khadija, her friend, the friend of Khadija, the friend of Khadija. Not only her friends. That's why I told you the Prophet ﷺ is the best husband, right? He didn't forget Khadija's friends. He didn't forget that. فربما قلت له كأنه لم يكن في الدنيا امرأة إلا خديجة. There is no woman in this world except Khadija. She was jealous, Aisha. فيقول إنها كانت وكانت. Khadija was this and that, and he would start mentioning what Khadija did. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Sheikh Asim mentioned, the hadith, Allah built for Khadija palace in the Jannah. Quiet, peaceful, no noise, no tiredness, no fatigueness, because that's what she used to do for the Prophet ﷺ. Allah sent Jibreel to convey his salam to Khadija. So the Prophet ﷺ, when she said, as if there is no woman but Khadija, he said, Khadija did this and this and this, and then he told her, وَكَانَ لِي مِنْهَا وَلَدٍ. And Allah blessed me with children from her. Aisha said, I kept quiet. Finish. So this is what the Prophet ﷺ used to do with the friends and the daughters. 10 minutes. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes for questions, okay? Because I have 10 minutes only. Always the topics are vast and time is limited. A woman regarding her in-laws is this respect, knowing the rights of the in-laws, your father, your mother, in-laws. And here I want to be fair, because some mothers-in-laws, they are unfair to the daughters-in-laws, right? But you should be smart enough how to pull her to your side, how to gain your mother-in-law. Because some husbands, when after 5 minutes, tell me, okay. Because some husband, they have problem now. When he comes from the office, his mother is crying, his wife is crying. The wife, your mother did this to me. And your mother is telling you, your wife did that. And he is torn apart, miskeen, huh? What to do? Don't do that. Don't do that. Try to gain, try to pull your mother-in-law to your side. And you have to, she's a naggy type, okay? Natural, okay. You don't know how to cook. Yes, mom, I know. You are the expert. Teach me, ma'am. Be smart. I like your food. Teach me. Okay, come to the kitchen. Yes, I will come. So, always don't react. It's to have peace of mind at home. He says this, just forget it. He didn't hear anything. Inshallah. Barakallah feek, jazakallah khair. Okay? This is how the elders behave, especially when they get older and older. Also mention your in-laws, good things about them. Okay? You mention the good things. You don't talk evil about them. Mention the good things. And the same thing, you have to do the same thing, expected from you. Okay? You respect your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, and you mention only the good things about your family-in-law and your in-laws. Never criticize your family this. And she will tell you the same thing. Don't mention the faults of her family. No one wants someone to criticize his family. Give her gifts from time to time. And we do. Husband, they do, right? Yeah, they do. And that, you see, I will tell you one thing. Men, they express their love by giving things, right? Close your eyes. Open your eyes. And then on top of this, you will be shocked. She will come to you, stand in front of you. Do you love me? Right? How many times they ask you? Do you love me? And you go, all these things I'm doing. Yeah, because they don't know. Okay, now I remembered. There is a book, write it down. Men are from Mars and women from Venus. Read it. And I'll send it PDF. I have it, I think. I will forward it. Read this book, both of you. Men are from Mars. We are Martians. And they are from Venus. Different planets. So we don't think the same. Okay? We don't think the same. Okay? We don't think the same. Keep that in mind. A husband, by buying you the gift, that's how he's telling you, I love you. But the poor girl, she wants to hear it from you. Sweetheart, Habibti, Ya ba'd Amry, huh? He wants to hear these things. She wants to hear these love expressions from you. Okay? Jazakallah khair. Okay, clock is ticking, reaching the time limit. I think a few minutes left. We'll take questions if you have any questions. Okay, save time, just say it.
The question is maybe not relevant. Can we ask any question?
Yes.
That someone fails, like let's suppose in exams and they have good targets, they studied hard. So it becomes very difficult to face that kind of scenario. That you feel shame to go in front of your family, you go, what to do in that case, you feel very disheartened.
You see, this is advice for everyone. First of all, قدر الله ما شاء فعل. And there is khair. The child, he tried his best. On the day of the exam, something happened to him. He didn't do well. That's not the end of the world. The problem with us, we want things to go according to our plan, not according to Allah's plan. We want our children to be doctors, all doctors, engineers. Allah doesn't want that. Imagine all of us are doctors. What will happen to life? We will die, all of us. Because the doctors, they need, first of all, food for their patients. So who will make that food? Who will cultivate the land? If all are doctors, I'm a doctor. Plow the land, I'm a doctor. See, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made this diversity. And He linked all of us. No one is independent. No one can say, I am better than the other, because I am in need of you. That loaf of bread on your table, how many people are involved in it? Started from the farm in Kashmir or Peshawar, there. And now that bread reaches you, and then the harvest, then the wheat, then the flour, the backing. How many are involved in the process? So Allah has wisdom. Allah wants your son, this one, you want him doctor to be car mechanic. You bring him tutor, he cannot, math cannot go inside. Khalas. What this child he loves, let him. And you know, there are examples in life. I'll finish with this one. Examples in life. Okay. Some of the brothers are engineers, and one of their brothers, he left school, but now he's a businessman. And he has companies, and they are working for him. They are working for him. So Allah has His own plan. So, coming to the question, something happened, so alhamdulillah. Okay? No problem. Okay? No problem. You can repeat it, you can do it, no problem. Okay? And never lose hope. And never tell the child you are a failure, hopeless case. You are destroying your son. Barakallahu feekum, jazakum Allah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.